We're going to keep the hat. Are you going to keep your gods? Shalom, everybody. We're back. The next part of the divine retrospective. Who have we gone over? Gone over Plato. We've gone over Proclus. We've gone over Plotinus. We've gone over Apollonius of Tyana. A lot of us's. We're going to add another us. I've been a little all over the timeline here, but they all converge, I promise. We're going to another us. We're going to talk about my boy Iamblichus. And see how Iamblichus carries forward what we've been discussing. And it's strange, because at first glance, when you look at Iamblichus with Theurgia and all of this in the De Mysteries, Iamblichus appears to be the least likely advocate for our view that the gods aren't our friends and are not influenced by us. Unlike Plotinus, whose path to the divine centered upon, contemplation and philosophical assent, Iamblichus placed humongous importance upon ritual. Prayers, sacrifices, sacred symbols, all that good fun stuff. This stuff is placed at the center of his thought. So, to many people nowadays, this would seem to imply some form of a transactional relationship between humanity and the gods. We perform the ritual, the gods respond. We offer sacrifice, the god gives us favors. We do our prayers, and the gods are persuaded, yada, yada, yada. But Iamblichus explicitly rejects this view of it. In his On the Mysteries of the Chaldeans, the Assyrians, and he writes, the divine itself is not persuaded by prayers. And this should come as a surprise. Because why are we doing it? That's against everything we've learned. If prayer does not persuade the gods, what's prayer for? If the sacrifices we give to the gods don't change and move them, why are we doing it? If we can't use ritual to change the divine, what are these rituals accomplishing? I mean, honestly. Iamblichus gives us an answer in a very profound way. The gods don't descend because we summon them. Rather, the gods are not, and I quote, the gods are not drawn down to us, but rather we are elevated to them. What Iamblichus does is reverse the assumptions that often tend to underlie a lot of our modern religious practice. Rituals are not to convince a god to act. We align the soul with the realities that already exist. The gods aren't waiting for us to drop something off to them, persuade them, and do all that. They're not holding back blessings because we haven't made the offering. Nothing like that. Instead, theurgy, or work with the divine work, God work, theurgia, functions because the cosmos is structured according to divine principles. And in these divine principles and structure, we see our sacred symbols, our prayers, our offerings are all participating in these and allowing practitioners to become receptive to them. For this reason, Iamblichus also insists the efficacy, and again I quote, the efficacy of divine rites does not depend on our thought. Ritual power is not psychological or dependent upon belief. Rites work because they are the right work. They participate in an objective divine order that is established by the gods themselves. Think about that. We're having a lot of jump cuts here. The cat keeps attacking me. But think about that. The rite works because it participates in an objective divine order that has been established by the gods. Transformation, therefore, doesn't occur in the gods, it occurs in us. The gods remain what they eternally are. We don't persuade or feed them. Our rituals don't alter them. Our sacrifices don't feed them. Instead, all of these practices elevate our soul towards the realities that transcend it. And in that way, we can elevate our soul to the highest link of the Saria of the chain so that we may participate as co-demiurgos. We may participate in the divine creation. We may participate in the structured and disciplined hierarchy of the cosmos that the gods have set forth. And so when we pray, when we do sacrifices, when we do ritual, when we do these things, it's not to do anything to the gods. It is, once again, to do something to ourselves. Now, our next video is going to be taking a little bit... Actually, we're going to take an aside here, because I can hear what you're saying. Dari, what about patron gods? That's an objection that would naturally occur here. If the gods aren't our friends, what are we to make about the examples of patronage? Athena watching over Athens, Apollo watching over Delphi, Athena aiding Odysseus. Surely these are examples that demonstrate that gods favored people, cities, and communities, right? Sort of. The ancient people overwhelmingly believed that gods exercised patronage. Cities placed themselves under divine protection of gods, and families honored household deities. To deny this is to deny a central feature of ancient religion. Absolutely. But the question's not whether patronage exists. It's how we understand it. The modern imagination that we have often looks at it in personal terms. Athena helps Odysseus because she likes him. Athena protects Athens because she prefers Athenians. This relationship is seen as a form of divine friendship. But many of the philosophical traditions that we are examining understand these different. For a lot of the later Platonic philosophers, we're going to run out of time here. We'll do another part. We'll do this on another part. So that's it for me tonight. I'm going to leave that part in. I'm rambling. Whatever. It makes the video longer, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I only have a minute. Until the next video. May you have the most wonderful of dreams. May your ancestors bring you the sweetest of portents. May you all stay cool and may you all stay safe. Shamu, everyone.